Hi there, this is Åsa with a new process video. Today I'm making a layout with this photo of my mom. Someone mentioned a while back that I often tell you the stories about when we visit my mom in the southern parts of Sweden, but she never seems to get into the photos. Yeah, that's really true, because my mother is very uncomfortable as soon as she sees a camera. So she avoids when it's possible to appear in photos, and when she catches you taking a photo of her, if you want to sneak a photo of her, then she looks really uncomfortable. So that's basically the reason. When I was a kid, my mother was always the person behind the camera, and she took lots of photos, but she never really appeared in the photos. And if she did, she cut away herself from the printed copy. And that's really silly, I think. I don't do that myself, and I do my best to try and take these comfortable photos of her when we are together, and especially together with the kids. So I'm aware of the problem, and I'm trying and doing my best to solve it without making her too uncomfortable. But this photo that I took when we were out on the little boat outing that we did this summer, I think it's really a great photo shoot of her, and the color in her t-shirt is really complementing her skin tone, and it's making her look totally gorgeous in the way that she really are. So this is a really nice photo, and I wanted to make it into a single photo layout. And just like the outer coastal area photos that I've been scrapbooking a lot, the sky on this particular day wasn't very pleasing, but I'm trying to just work with what I have. And what I have today, it is the Hello Sunshine collection from Simple Stories from last year, and I'm just using bits and pieces that I have left, and I'm also going to use a couple of those chipboard frames from the same collection. I really like those frames. I've heard that a lot of people have problems using them, but they've been really popular for a couple of collections now for a couple of years. So we have lots of them, but it can be tricky to use them. And in my world, I just use them as if they were cards or any other embellishment. I just shove them on the page. I don't think much about it, them being frames, and I certainly don't use them as frames, because those are way too small for holding photos most of the time, when it comes to my scrapbooking at least. But of course you can put something in them. A while back for the crazy golf layout, I think I put embellishments in the frames, and that was fun. So you can do either way. Now I'm outlining some of the layered pieces here for the photo mat and the photo block that it sits on. I'm using that striped, almost like a rainbow, but it's not those colors really. It acts like a frame. Oh no, not a frame. A shelf for this photo block to stand on, and it stretches across the entire 12 inches of the page. Today it is Sunday when I'm narrating this video, and it will be Tuesday when it is published. And yesterday I was on a most spectacular event. We were away with work. Even though it was a Saturday, we were at my boss's place, and we had meetings all day, and we ate lots of really wonderful food, and we had coffee, and we had cake, and we had wine, and it was just fabulous. And we visited the area around where she lives, and also I got to visit her different animals. She has a dog and a cat, and she has a horse, and it was so lovely. And I took plenty of photos, and I'm so happy because those will become wonderful scrapbooking opportunities for me in the future. So I'm really happy about that. It took away one of my weekend days, and that's not really a favorite of mine, because I really rely on having my 2 days off. But I'm trying to focus on those beautiful photos that I took, because it was a really great photo opportunity day. So in a couple of months, perhaps you'll see horse scrapbooking. That would be really fun. Now I have realized, back to the video that you are watching. Now I have, oh, it's not called Hello Summer, it's called Summer Vibes. I'm sorry, I really made that up myself, I think. Summer Vibes. Yeah, I have realized that I don't want to work on a white piece of cardstock, because that brought out too much of the white in the sky. So I went back to my collection of Simple Stories whole sheets, and I found this wood grain with some, yeah, pre-made embellishments, with almost like stickers already onto the page, already on the page. And I'm going to cover up that white part up there, because I really didn't want to enhance the white on this page. I really wanted to hide it. So I'm just piecing together some of the branding strips and the leftovers that I had from my layering, and that will work out really good, because I didn't want that white label there to show. Yeah, I think this is a really nice kind of way to capture my mom in my scrapbooking. She has always been really fond of these pastel colors, and she loves, yeah, color. Contrary to myself, she likes dressing color, because I'm always dressed in black, but she has always loved to dressing in different kinds of color, and I think that this really captures her colorful soul, and that's really what I was looking for here. I'm going through the little die cut package that I have for this collection, and there I've also saved these really nice Instagram cameras from a full sheet. So I'm just cutting out one of those, and I will be using it as embellishment for that upper cluster there. I'm just cutting off the pieces that stick off the page. I'm really happy with this page, that it has these bright orange pieces or areas, because that was really picking up on the colors in the photo. And since I have it all behind the photo and to the most left of the photo block shelf, it really became the color that you notice on this page. I realized that I had lots of stickers left from this collection, so I'm just going through and picking the ones that goes with the color of that pattern paper, and placing positive words all around this page. Here is the Swedish word for mother, mamma, and I will have that as my title. Someone asked me in the comment box how I decide which language to use in my scrapbooking, because you have noticed that I'm pretty much mixing 50-50 Swedish and English, and I understand that some Swedish people would think it was really stupid to use English in my scrapbooking, because that's a really common way of like thinking of this Americanization that we are facing here in Sweden, and people, when they discuss it, they are often against it. But English for me is a really important language, and I love the English language. I love using it, and I love to use the expressions that comes with the language. And sometimes I feel that the Swedish language doesn't have the right expressions, or I think that the English words sound better for a certain occasion, and sometimes I just lack the letter stickers for the Swedish words. So I have lots of different reasons pulling me between these two languages, and I have no problem whatsoever mixing it up. You have seen me use both languages on the same page, and I have no problem with that, because they come to me. The words are as important as each other. I can't say that I put the Swedish words higher than the English words. For me it's just a bunch of words that I use them where I think they fit the best. And I guess that's a bit annoying to some people, because I sometimes I talk like that as well, but but I try to avoid it, especially at work, of course. But yeah, sometimes it feels much more natural to use the expressions in English, and I have no problems doing that, and I think it's fun. It gives me more words to work with, and I love words. It's something that I've always been interested in, and I feel that it broadens my possibilities for titles, and sometimes in English you can use less words to say more, and in Swedish it just becomes a whole sentence and you have a perfect word in English. So yeah, I just take the words that I think suits the occasion best. Here are some close-ups. I hope that you have enjoyed this process video, and I hope to see you soon again. Take care. This is Åsa. Bye!